Okay guys, so you may know the eyes, and each of them have different eyes on all of this. So I'm going to break down and tell you what all of the eyes so far do and what their powers are, or some of their powers, and kind of most of their powers. And yeah, so let's get into the video. So we'll be breaking down the first eye. Actually, the first eye, never mind. We don't have to break that one down. The first eye, the normal eye. It's just a normal eye. You really can't see anything, do anything about it. And then the good of the normal eye is really just, you already know. And then we have the next eye, which actually has a power, and there are two people with these eyes, which is the Demon King and Diana. And the power literally means you have multiple powers. You have mostly control over elemental powers, but Diana hasn't mastered them yet. The Demon King doesn't really like using the normal elemental powers. And now we're going on to the next eye. The next eye is from the doctor, and her power is to heal or poison somebody, which is really brutal. And if she loses a limb, she could just regenerate. And on to the next eye. Shadow's eye, not just the shadow from there. It's all shadows, except for some shadows. Higher ranking shadows have the eye. It just gives extra shadow manipulation, and that's really all. You can grab anything from your shadow and stuff. And the next eye is an eye that literally makes you be able to create anything you want, no matter what. A forest, there. A skyscraper, there. Anything. And you can fly and float and stuff. And that's really all it has. It's a good ability, and it's a good eye, and I like it. Time for the next eye, which is the King's eye, and his eye is literally able to do many things, like turn giant, be able to absorb powers and then shoot them out or manipulate them into his energy. But that's literally all we've seen from him. Like, we haven't seen anything else from him except for him fighting with his divine swords or his divine mega sword. And time for the next eye again. Silk's eye. Silk's eye is really just a little bit. It's just a little bit of rewinding, and then she can stop time, rewind time, forward time, go back in time, go forward in time. Just anything that deals with time. She can, if she awakens her power, she can literally create her own timeline, which I think is crazy. And time for the next eye. Not much is known about Soul except for his power. And that eye, we don't know any much about it. All we know is that, all I know is that is a god's eye. So he wields the god's power. So he's a god. And he's Rue's brother. It's crazy. Things are crazy. So, yep. And on to the next. The Rue's eye is one of a powerful eye. So his eye literally, he can absorb shadows. He can use the shadows that he can use the shadows' power that he absorbs. And he has his own power like fireballs. And he can transform into the shadow that he absorbs, and then they can use the full extent of their power. He can only use a fraction of their power, and that's what we know about his power right now. But soon we'll know more, and I know we will. Ela desce, ela sobe, no baile é pressão, mina linda.